What's up guys, what's going on? I'm Victor signing from Vike Studio. In this tutorial I want to show you how I did this birthday design. I actually did this with Photoshop, but while trying to produce it I got some crash in the video, so I'm going to try this with CORELDRAW for the sake of our CORELDRAW users. So without any further ado, let's jump right in. So we head up to CORELDRAW, and as you know, the first thing we are going to do is you create your new page. Okay, Control N to create your new design. So the size we are going to use is still the 6 by 6 inches. It's always an online something. We are going to post this online, so 6 by 6 inches for social media posts and all of those stuff. So hit on OK to create your new page. So next thing we are going to do is we are going to give this, let's say, a working space. Okay, so double click on this rectangle here to activate this. Alright, you now have something like this. So the next thing, I will bring up my resources, so I locate the folder where I have them all. Alright, I locate the folder. Alright, I'll bring up this. Alright, so I'll just drag them to my CORELDRAW. And boom, so I have everything here. Let me scale down a little. So I have everything here, so I'm going to add this. I have a background here, so I'll be using this background. So I'll drag to my working space and then leave to power clip inside. Hold Alt while you select what's inside, and then you scale these up. Scale it up. Let's zoom out. Scale these up. Alright, now I have something like this. So the next thing, we'll give this a little bit blur. Hold Alt, head up to your bitmap, and then you locate blur. So under the blur, this arrow key, something here, follow the arrow, and then we'll add some little Gaussian blur. So I'll be using 6.0 pixels. I'll be using 6.0 pixels. So you can use anyone that suits you. Okay, so we have something like this, and then next one I'm going to do is I'll bring up the celebrant picture here, which I already have them here. I've already edited this. I've worked on the picture using Photoshop very well, so I just exported that as a PNG. So maybe in my next video I'll show you how to edit or retouch your picture using Photoshop. So I'll power clip this picture inside this. So drag to the top and leave, and then you power clip here. Hold Alt while you select the image, and then hold Shift to increase a little, like this, to the top. Right, I have something like, let me reduce a little. Right, I have something like this. So I'm going to add something like a black background around beneath this picture. So I'll pick up my rectangle, I'll draw something like this, I'll fill that with a black color, take off the outline. So I'm going to power clip this inside. So hold Shift while you select the rectangle, bring it down. So I'll convert the, let's go into the power clip. I'll convert the rectangle to a bitmap in order for me to add blur. So convert bitmap. Right, it's now converted to bitmap, so we can head up to our bitmap now and then go to blur, Gaussian blur. So you wait for it to load. I think we should increase the radius. Let's increase it again. Right, I think I'm okay with this radius. I'm using 70 pixels for the radius. So I hit on OK. Then I'll try to draw this up a little, bring it down. Sorry, let the rectangle, try to draw this up. Okay, and then I'll head up to my transparency tool to make it a little bit transparent. I think 10 will be okay. Let's try it. I'll be using 4 for that. So 4 will be okay for me. Then I stop editing the content. So I will continue on designing. So we are now around the side. So I'll bring up this birthday art here. I downloaded this from the site. So I'll bring up this here. I'll place it around this side. Okay. So at the top of this, I will have something like this. I'll type birthday celebration. And then I'll give it a font. Normally let me say I'm in love with using poppins, okay, so don't mind me when I use poppins for most of my design. So I'll give that a white color. Then I'll try to reduce this a little. So head up to my shape tool while you drag this. So hold shift while you select the background here and then press it to center line. So we have something like this. Okay, right, so I'll be dropping a wish for the celebrant around this side. So what I'm going to do is I'll type the wish around the side. Right, so I have something like this. So I'll use this popping. So for me to place it around this side, I'm going to draw a rectangle around this side here. Draw a rectangle here. Okay, I think here will be okay. So I will try to pick a color. I'll use this deep yellow again. Then I'll make it transparent a little. I think let's try 20. Alright, 21 will be okay for me. So select this, hold your shift key, drag this down a little, and then you have to reduce the font size. I'll just drag to reduce font size. So I'll bring this here. Let's zoom so that you can see. Control page up to bring it to the top. I have something like, let me draw the rectangle down a little. Draw this one to this side. So I have something like this. I would like to select everything. When you Ctrl G to go, and you can be able to play around with that. So I'll take this to this side. Alright, I have something like this. Okay, then the next thing I will do is I'll bring up the date of the celebrant here around the side. So I'll type in, so I will use heater green for that. So before I do that, I'm going to draw a round shape rectangle. So pick up your rectangle, draw something like this, and then go to hit your shape tool, and then at the node, at the 4 node here, you can just drag down, a little. Now I have something like, so the outline you are going to give that will, right, the outline you are going to give to that will be we're going to pick a color from this our background here. So I've already picked the color, so this is the color. You go to your color eyedropper to pick the color, then you can apply it. So I'll just right click on this to apply this color. I think let's use white. White will be okay for me. And then I'll draw a rectangle again. Draw a rectangle like this. Fill that with this color purple here. Remove the outline. So I'll power clip this inside the rectangle which I've created. So power clip inside. Then hold auto select. I'll bring this down. So I'll bring the date here. This 16th, I'll bring it inside. Bring it inside this and reduce this. So I will be using this color here. And then the next thing I'll do is I'll type in the month. Okay, I'll just reduce the font size to at least 14. 14 will be okay for me. And then I'll use this color white here. So I have something like this. Then I'll like to type in something around here again. I think the color for this is not that sharp, so ungroup it. Let's try this color white on this. The color white is not going. Let's change the rectangle color. So we add this. This should go. This should go. Or let us, we added the transparency to that. Let's reduce the transparency. Let's make it 0. Right, I think that will be perfect. So I'll type in something like this. So for this live long, I'm going to use this color here. So I'll use autograph font for that. Autograph. So I'll use that font for that. So scale it up. Have something like this. So the final thing I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this, just add these resources to the design. So let me copy them. So I'll power clip this one here. Auto select what you have power clipped. So reduce this a little. So what we are going to do to this is we are going to our bitmap and then we'll add a motion blur. Add a little motion blur to that. I think here we are okay with this. So I will just copy this. So you right click while you copy, while you drag and leave, copy here. Then I would like to reduce this, reduce the size. Sorry, Ctrl Z. I'll leave that one there. Hold Alt while select that again, copy that again. Right click while you drag. Then I'll reduce this again, and then I'll drop this one here around here. So the final thing, I'll bring this flora here, this flower, and then power clip this here. So we now have something like this. And then I'll give this a motion blur. So go to your bitmap and then add motion blur, just a little of that. I'm using 39 pixels for that. Then I have something else. I'll just reduce that a little. So I have something else. So I'll just type the name here. Alright, this color, and then okay. Now so I'll fill it with this. think the black color will go with the color of the rectangle. So I have something like this. Let's zoom so that we can see the final look of our design. So finally, this is what we have, and then I'll take off the outline of the canvas. So finally, this is what we have, and boom, our design is now looking good. Don't forget to leave a like on this video.